Hey everybody, it's Kimberly Bean with the Southern Maryland Real Estate Network, and today my special guest is Billy Saunders with First Mariner Mortgage. And today we're going to give you some tips on how to improve your credit rating when you're going to apply for a mortgage. So Billy, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and about First Mariner Mortgage?
Certainly. Again, my name is Billy Saunders. I'm a senior loan officer with First Mariner Mortgage. Southern Maryland is my territory, and I work primarily, for the most part, with first-time home buyers. People who are young couples in most cases out looking to buy houses here in the Southern Maryland area. And it's not uncommon for me to get a lot of phone calls with people who just have inquiries about their credit. They're very concerned about it. It's always an uncomfortable part of the process that a lot of first-time homeowners or first-time home buyers have a hard time getting through.
Okay, so we had discussed in a previous episode that we had done for our Mortgage Monday series, and we had talked about the importance of pulling your credit report when you're going through the process of applying for the mortgage. So how does somebody do something like that?
Well, first of all, the first suggestion that I would make is if you even have an idea that you're going to purchase a house, really start the process early. Don't wait until you're ready to buy a house, because sometimes there's things that can show up on your credit report that you may not be aware of that are going to require a little bit of heavy lifting on my part, maybe a little behind the scenes moving and shaking to try to have
take a little bit of time.
Exactly.
And so how far in advance do you think?
I like to say 6 months in advance. I really think the second that you have the idea that you're going to purchase a home, you really should get together with a loan officer like myself, have your credit pulled, and at least go through that free credit analysis that I offer my clients to help get an idea of what it is that we can do to help get your credit where it needs to be if it's not already in a good position to go forward.
Great. And so after you pull the credit report for them, tell us, what are you looking for as a loan officer? What are the numbers, or the good numbers, if you will, that people want to try and attain to get a good mortgage?
The buzzword that everybody always talks about is credit scores. What we do is we pull from the three different credit bureaus, TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax.
Okay.
And then we take those three scores and we use the middle score as the basis of what we go by. And that middle score will affect a lot of things, like what type of loan products you qualify for. It can affect the interest rate that you're going to qualify for or receive. And it can also affect how much down payment might be required from you. A typical credit score that we're looking for is anywhere above a 640. 640 is like the starting point. That's the basis of where we begin to offer some of our better loan products out there for our clients.
Okay, so for somebody who doesn't quite have the 640 that they're looking for, and it probably depends on how close they are to that number, are there some things that they can do to help get that number up?
Absolutely.
And realistically, where is that kind of like, if you're below 500 or something, you've got a lot of work to do kind of
Correct.
thing? Okay, tell us a little bit about that. What are some of the things that you can do to help improve that score?
One of the things I do is when the first initial process is we start that credit review analysis, and I'm going to go over the credit report with my potential home buyers, and we're going to find out where they are and if they do have some issues. And a lot of times, they say there's an old saying in our business that bad things can happen to good people. And in this economy, it's not unusual for somebody to have a blemish or two on their credit report. And unfortunately, one missed car payment or one missed credit card payment can really cause a great deal of damage that it takes a little bit of time to get past that and overcome it. And what I like to do is I'll look at different things that we can do, like paying down balances on existing credit reports or credit limits. In other words, if you have and I'm just going to use a round number, $1,000 Capital One credit card with a $1,000 limit, the rule of thumb is you always want to keep your credit line at 30% or less of what the amount of credit that's been extended to you
so
is.
$300?
$300.
Okay.
So if I have somebody who, let's just say, has a 620 score, and we need them to get to a 640 in order to offer them that great loan product that we provide, what I'll suggest, I'll look at the credit report and I'll see that, hey, this particular client or prospect has a 620 credit score. What can I find some room for improvement? Their Capital One credit card with a $1,000 line of credit or limit
is maxed out.
Say it's at $900. Find a way to get that $600 over the next 2 or 3 months to pay that balance down. And then once that balance is paid down, you can ask for what's called a balance inquiry letter. And then with that balance inquiry letter, I can take that directly through my contacts at the credit bureaus, directly on the bureau level, and have a rescore done that can come back within 5 to 6 days, and we can see an immediate improvement.
And like how many point change?
Well, it varies.
Like
it varies, but I'd say typically sometimes we can see as much as 25 to 28% increase. Correct.
That's excellent. So what else can they do? What are some of the other things that you look at?
I don't want to divulge all of my secrets, so
I tried, Billy.
But I will tell you there's a few other things that we can do. Sometimes you can have a relative who may have a credit card that has a low balance to limit ratio,
Okay.
and they can add you as an authorized user. Say your mom has a credit card that
so
she
that sort of
barely
helps
uses.
their, so you're leaning on their good credit to sort of
Correct.
help yours.
There's
Okay.
a lot of little tricks to the trade. Again, I don't want to divulge all my secrets, but
Okay.
I've been doing it for about 13 years now, and I've learned a little bit of ways to kind of not manipulate the system, but just try to help improve people's credit.
And just be able to know some of those secrets or things that you can do that people have available to them that you just don't know about, right?
A lot of it has to do with just the contacts that I've made since I've been in the mortgage banking industry. You know, being able to reach out to people that directly work for the credit bureau on the bureau level has really been able to help me have success in helping my clients to get approved for buying a home.
That's awesome, and I'm sure you've had so many clients. You've probably seen all types of scenarios.
I've seen it all.
That's
seen it all.
Awesome. Well, we thank you so much for the information that you did divulge with us today. And if you're thinking about buying your first home and you want to go through that, we talked about the pre-qualification process and pulling your credit report and kind of seeing where you stand so you can find out how much you can qualify for. Give Bill a call.
That's right.
He can help you. I'm sure he's got all types of programs that you can tell them about. You were telling me a little bit about something that you could offer people that were interested in going through the process with you.
At this part, it's a free copy of your credit report, and then I'll also spend about 30 minutes with each potential client to go over and do a free credit analysis for them and help show them some ways that they can improve their credit if there's room for improvement.
Okay, that's great. Well, we're going to put Billy's contact information below, but if you have any questions for you, he does have his cell phone attached to his hip, so you can call him on his cell phone at 301-440-9102, and again, we'll put information about his email account for you to reach you, and you probably have a website, I'm sure, that they can get more information, but to give him a call directly and he'll be able to point you in the right direction.
Absolutely.
So thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me again, Kim.
For more Southern Maryland real estate videos and information, visit our website at somdrealestatenetwork.com.